government has started provide some relief in terms of tax reduction to the taxpayers, especially middle class. Some new PLI scheme in the forthcoming union budget likely to be announced for the steel sector. Government is likely to make some announcement for the power sector in the upcoming budget. 50,000 megawatt capacity of the transmission projects and the financial support would be provided by the government. Government is likely to increase agriculture credit target in the upcoming budget. The government has already launched Ghar Ghar KCC campaign, 100% KCC cover for the farmers, including tribal farmers and allied sectors.
Auto component sector of India is aiming for a big relief for them in the budget, upcoming budget, and they have released some of their demands. Well, this includes, first of all, increasing depreciation on assets including plant and machinery from 15% to 25% and bringing down GST rate on EV and components and battery parts from around 18% to around 5%. Well, GST part definitely comes under GST Council and meeting decides it. However, they are still hoping for some relief in budget from that. PLI, the production-linked incentive schemes, have also given overall relief to the auto component sector, and they hope this scheme will be continued and be made more flexible to give them more leeway when it comes to asking for more relief from the government. So these are the main demands made by auto component sector. And they are also saying that it will help them. The savings in GST will help them, and also in depreciation on plant and machinery will help them in making more and more capital expenditure. We're also learning from our sources in the finance ministry some of this can be given as well, because auto component sector is a big generator of employment, gives a lot of jobs as well. That's why some of these demands could be met in the upcoming budget.
The focus right now in the market continues to be on budget, because 2 weeks to go for the budget. Everybody is looking out for what are the cues, what are the areas the government may actually focus on, and we'll also do the same in order to provide better health care to senior citizens of the country and increase penetration of insurance in the upcoming budget. The government may increase the scope of its flagship scheme, Ayushman Bharat Health Insurance Scheme, and announce the launch of National Health Claim Exchange as well. Anurag Shah, my colleague, joins us with exclusive details.
In upcoming budget, government is likely to increase the coverage of Ayushman Bharat Health Insurance Scheme. As per our sources, in upcoming budget, government will announce coverage of senior citizens above age of 70 years also under the Ayushman Bharat scheme. Remember, in election manifesto, BJP has announced that they will cover senior citizens, all senior citizens above the age of 70 under health insurance scheme Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is a flagship scheme of Government of India which covers 50 crore people below poverty line with a 5 lakh of a sum assured. So this announcement is likely to happen in upcoming union budget. Another important announcement which is expected is launch of National Health Claim Exchange. It is a National Health Claim Exchange is a online platform for claim settlement. On this platform, insurance companies, hospitals, TPAs and policyholders will come together, and all claims at National Health Claim Exchange will be cashless. So it will be a major development in health claims because insurance companies are expected that after the implementation of National Health Claim Exchange, fraudulent claim will decrease and they will be able to pass on the benefit to policyholders. So these are the two important announcements related to the health insurance are expected in upcoming union budget.
That's the update coming in from the health insurance side. But in the midst of the fast deteriorating global security environment, the finance ministry could give a big boost to the defense industry, announcing many schemes, especially focused on the Make in India theme. Sumit is joining in with us to take us through what one could be expecting, what could be waiting out for in terms of budget 2024 from the defense side. Sumit?
Well, this time the schemes could be focused more on small companies, small private sector companies. That is one important takeaway that could come in the budget this time. Also, the government is planning to give a big boost to R&D, research and development, when it comes to defense sector, because that is something which is clearly not up to the mark and in which there is a lot of scope. So keeping that in mind, Make in India, more Make in India schemes can be announced. Also, there can be more relaxation when it comes to export of defense equipment, and there can be a new list when it comes to new weapons and products as far as exports are concerned. If we give a overall picture, well, Indian government has a target of exports worth 50,000 crore rupees by FY29 when it comes to defense sector. Currently, it's 21,000 crore rupees. In the interim budget this time, the budget was for 6 trillion rupees. The overall the defense sector, if you talk about 6 lakh, so there's a lot of scope for increase in the defense budget, and that's going to be announced this time.
Yes, it's a very significant development coming in. However, we have reported earlier that the government has started working on a proposal to provide some relief in terms of tax reduction to the taxpayers, especially middle class. We are learning from our sources that the discussions have been started within the government, and the new tax regime is likely to be made attractive by providing some new relief to the taxpayers. The sources are informing that a new slab is likely to be introduced within the ambit of new tax regime, and along with that, the taxpayers earning up to rupees 5 lakh in a year, or for those whose annual income is beyond rupees 15 lakh, are likely to get a relief in terms of reduction in taxes going forward. Some process simplification, benefit of process simplification are likely to be announced by the government in the forthcoming budget. But the sources are also confirming that these discussions are at very initial stage at this point of time, but the good thing is that the discussions have been initiated and the final decision will be taken at the PMO level. But at this point of time, discussion has been initiated. Good thing is that there is expectation that the middle class or salaried class are likely to get relief in the forthcoming union budget. Yes, we are learning from our sources that the government is likely to increase agriculture credit target in the upcoming budget. We are given to understand that the agriculture credit target is likely to be hiked by almost 20%. That means the overall target would be increased to around rupees 23 to 24 lakh crores for the financial year 2025, which was rupees 20 lakh crore for the financial year 2024. Along with that, hike in agriculture credit target will help government to cover new agriculture allied sectors, and that will also spur rural demand and the overall growth as well. As you are aware that the government has already launched Ghar Ghar KCC campaign in order to cover for the farmers, including tribal farmers and allied sectors. It is important to note that the government provides credit at 7% with the additional benefit of 3% under KCC scheme if the loan is repaid on time. That clearly means that the banks and NBFC can increase their overall rural spending based on the higher credit target. Government has started provide some relief in terms of tax reduction to the taxpayers, especially middle class. Some new PLI scheme in the forthcoming union budget likely to be announced for the steel sector. Government is likely to make some announcement for the power sector in the upcoming budget. 50,000 megawatt capacity of the transmission projects and the financial support would be provided by the government. Government is likely to increase agriculture credit target in the upcoming budget. The government has already launched Ghar Ghar KCC campaign, 100% KCC cover for the farmers, including tribal farmers and allied sectors.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.